Hello, welcome to Tamahalo and welcome to day 1 in our spooky series, where we run various festive digital pets to prepare for Halloween. Today we're going to be starting up a 4U Plus. I've never played with one of these devices, so I'll be learning as we go. We're also going to start run on the Tamagotchi Smart with the Magical Change card. Additionally, I wanted to give a brief update on the Devilgotchi I had been running. As you can see, I got a bad end. That happened this morning because I slept in. Oh, it won't let me check the day count. Whoops! Well, that wasn't intentional. Okay, so now I'm going to set the time because a little bit of time has been lost. I'm setting the device to be about an hour ahead of my actual time, just to make it a little easier for me because the device does go to bed so late. And now that we've got the time set, we're going to wait while the character essentially hatches or is summoned. If you're curious about the case that I have on the Devilgotchi, this was a case I custom ordered from a seller on Etsy. The store's name is Once Upon a Hook and Yarn. She's made many of my Tamagotchi cases because I absolutely love her work. She actually did the back case here for this Smart as well. I love the red color. I think it goes really well with the shell design. But we'll go ahead and set this devil off to the side. While we wait for it to hatch, we'll go ahead and start up the 4U Plus. So I have played a tiny bit on a 4U, which was the iteration directly before this model, but I haven't played that much. I did notice while running just the 4U that the characters on it can be pretty needy because you're supposed to train them. So we're going to choose Reset so that we're not going off of the progress of the previous owner. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and set the date, and for me, it is October 7th, and it is about 4:15 p.m., and our devil just got summoned. So you can get 2 different starter characters, and we have a different character from our last one. So we'll go ahead and take care of them in just a minute. We'll go ahead and get the countdown to the egg started on the 4U Plus. Okay, now that our egg's popping onto the screen, the hatching process will start. So we'll go ahead and slide them over here. And we'll start taking care of our devil really quick. Here we go. So we'll go ahead and get some of their, there we go, stats filled. We're working on getting some of their stats filled, but they're starting to misbehave already. So we're going to have to punish them with the little angel icon. Okay, but we did get them full, so we don't have to feed them anymore. Now we just have to increase their happiness. And then over here, as you can hear, the 4U is starting to hatch, or the 4U Plus character is starting to hatch. Devil should be good for a little bit. Okay, so it looks like we have a little girl. I think the first thing that tends to happen every day with the 4U and the 4U Plus is the character asks what mood you're in or how you're feeling. So we'll go ahead and go with this one. Okay, and now let's go ahead and take a look at her stats. She's very hungry and she has no happiness filled. So we'll go ahead and start working on getting her full. Let's see. Oh, so as you can see, she's starting to misbehave. That's an interesting thing that I think only occurs on the 4U and the 4U Plus. If they misbehave, you have to scold them, and if they behave well, you're supposed to praise them. So I believe praise is the top one, and then I think that the next one is scold, and I know that this is care, so this is probably talk. So we'll go ahead and try this. Yes, so that was indeed scold. Now we'll go back to trying to feed her, and it looks like she's not going to misbehave anymore. And now she's full. So we'll go ahead and try and increase some of her happiness. Let's see if we have access to the games already. I wonder if the games were here and I just went to the wrong area. There we go. Found the games. Let's see what games we've got. Oh, I have no idea how to play this. I've never seen this game before. Perhaps we're supposed to guess which bamboo to cut. That's an interesting animation there. Okay, so the character fell asleep. wonder if this is just a game of chance, then. I'm thinking it must be. What's interesting is we're going to have to discover what it actually means to succeed, which I don't think we've done yet because the character keeps falling asleep. There we go. So to succeed, we found some hidden gotchi points. And there was, as far as I could tell, no real way to know which one was going to give us that. But we did it again, so that's nice. Hopefully this is increasing her happiness by at least a little. Okay. I wonder if there's any kind of pattern with this. As I play, I should be able to discover. Let's see what the other game is. Okay, so we've got two characters, and they're holding items. Okay. No idea what just happened, but we'll just keep experimenting till we figure it out. Okay, so we've got two characters. Okay, so that time what I tried doing was hitting the ingredients in the order that they appeared on the screen. That appears to have worked. So we'll try that again. Okay, that did work. So you're supposed to hit essentially memorize the pattern of the ingredients appearing on the screen. And then mimic it. I assume it's because we're cooking something, but we'll see. 2, 3, 4. That's an interesting game. Especially considering I have no idea what we're actually doing. Are we making a souffle? Is that cheese and milk? I was gonna say, and I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to figure it out. So we did okay there. Not great, but considering I had no idea what was going on, I'm okay with not having gotten it perfect quite yet. If you know what it is that we're making, please let me know down below. I'll probably go ahead and look it up after this. Interesting. Okay, so she's alive and well. Let's go ahead and peek back in and see how the devil's doing. He's looking fine. Now what we'll do is start the process of the Smart. So as of right now, the Smart has my old progress on it, and that was a Weepchi with the Magical Change TamaSmaCard. So we'll go ahead and clean up after him. Now, in order to start the next Smart card, the Magical Change, we'll have to get rid of this guy. We'll have to marry him off. And then we can go ahead and install the new card and start a new character. I think we go here to the app, and then we go here to dating, and then we'll see. Let's see. I think that our best choice is obvious here. We should marry a little ghost for Halloween. Hobby, gathering bows. About, I will feel safe. Not sure what that means. Yes, you can get married. Yes, you can get married. We'll beep out a little since apparently the 4U plus needs a little care while these guys get to their marrying. Because she got sick. Okay, now she's fine. Okay. So now on the 4U, the baby looks like she's doing okay. She's probably going to need some snacks while we wait for the Smart to hatch. Okay, so she's doing okay there. We'll go ahead and give her just a couple cookies so that her happiness doesn't drain too much while we're waiting. As you can see on the Smart, there is a seasonal decoration up here in the left corner of the device. That automatically changes based on the date. I did not place that there, but I thought it was a very cute touch when I found it today. How's she doing? I just kind of want to keep the screen on constantly because I don't trust her not to just to take a poop, and I would really like to manage to potty train her if possible. Okay, so the Smart is starting to hatch. You can tell because the egg is moving and now making noise. We have a little girl. I think that they will give you their name themselves. SMASPchi. They look a bit like Amazon's Alexa devices to me. So we're gonna go here to feed the baby. Oh, this one's gotta go to the bathroom. Yay for multitasking. Okay, now that she successfully went to the bathroom on the toilet, we have to praise her. There we go. She's acting like she doesn't understand it. That's okay. I did it. That was what was important. And now we're going to feed the baby on the Smart till she's full. Now, one of the things I quite like about the Smart, there are quite a few things. I know it's not a favorite device of many collectors, but I really like this particular thing where you can pet your Tama to kind of build a bond and make them happy. It is I think a nice touch. It gives a different level of bonding to your digital pet, and it's not something that is really on any other device. On the Pix, there are touch buttons that you can use to pet your Tama, but the Smart, if you ask me, the whole touch it with your own hand, that brings it to a whole nother level. Playing a risky game here by doing two different things at once. Maybe I can be good at multitasking, we'll find out. Okay, so we made a little progress in keeping the 4U happy. I'm only going to do the one game for now. I'll check on her stats. It is my hope that on the 4U Plus, the baby stage only lasts an hour, but I'll find out. For right now, I'm going to check on the Smart's stats. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and offer her some food, just in case. Now on the Smart, I do know that the baby stage does only last an hour, so their neediness is going to calm down in a little bit, and things won't be quite so hectic for me. Pop the Smart out of its case, also made by Once Upon a Hook and Yarn on Etsy, and we'll see if we can get that TamaSmaCard for the Magical Change loaded up. Alright. Okay, so we're going to plug it into the TamaSmaCard slot. We're going to peep over here at the 4U Plus really quick just to make sure she's doing okay and doesn't have to poop. And then we're going to go, I think here, if I remember correctly. Yes. And then we'll go here, download. And now it's offloading the Pui Pui Molcar content while uploading the TamaSmaCard Magical Change. Oh, and the 4U's got to go to the bathroom, so we're going to slip her into the toilet there. We're going to go ahead and praise the 4U Plus for using the toilet correctly. She still looks confused. Hopefully, at some point, my behavior starts making some sort of sense to her. The download's complete. That means I can unplug this. And as you can see, the little ghost comes to talk to her about the fact that the card's now downloaded. Now, if you're curious as to why this character is speaking in Japanese when much of the other content on the device was in English, that is because I purchased a patch and patched my Smarts, both of my Smarts, into English. I don't know many of the details, but I do know that I purchased the patch from Tamagotchi Center, and installing it was much like using a smart card. So it was very easy, and I enjoy at least having some of the content in English because I don't read Japanese. But if you were to buy your own Smart, everything you see on the device would be in Japanese unless you chose to also buy and install the patch. Oh, well, that's a cute watch face. That's very Halloween-y. Okay, so we've got that loaded. And I don't think that we can go and do much. We can't go get any of the cool stuff that comes with the card until the baby has grown. So I do think that that's where we're going to end it today. And she's misbehaving, little butt. The moment I turn my back to take care of your sister, and you start throwing things around in the kitchen. How dare you be a baby and misbehave? If you enjoyed today's video, please consider giving it a like. Consider subscribing for more updates like this one. We'll continue running the Devil, the 4U Plus, and the Smart. And then as the month progresses, I'll be adding my Gigapet Scripted. I likely will also be adding in my witches, my magical witches, and my Tamagotchi unis. As to how I will be balancing all of those devices, I haven't fully figured that out. Thanks for joining today. I appreciate it. Hope I see you in the future.